Hello, everyone. 5 of you people here already. How are we all doing? I need to sort that like letter out, I think, because that is pretty horrible. Yeah, Mum, I'm not sure how you're going to be in the garden. Weather must be much better there than it is down here, that's for sure. It's been raining all morning down here. Just going to shut those blinds, I reckon. If this makes any difference. It's bad, isn't it? It's not quite as bad. It's not quite as bad. How are we all today? Hope everyone's doing well. And then to another week. I'm not sure where they're going. So it's pretty much every session. But where is time going? Who knows? Who knows? But I hope you're doing well. Final one of the week. Shorter week this week with the bank holiday weekend. Excuse me. I hope we're all feeling good today. I hope we've all had a enjoyable week. And everyone's ready and raring to go for another 3 weeks. Because, yeah, we had that update yesterday. So that'll be interesting. But I'll be here every step of the way with these classes, keeping everyone ticking over and pushing forward, hopefully. That's my plan anyway. So hopefully, who knows, at the end of these next 3 weeks, we'll be able to get back to normality. Yeah, it's raining here as well, John. It's raining here as well. But yes, it was always going to happen. It's always going to happen. I think it's meant to blow over by Sunday, and then we're back to having sunshine. So it's only a couple of days. It's not the end of the world. That's been quite nice to have a bit of rain, I think. I don't mind a bit of rain. It's nice. Clears the air a little bit, gets rid of the humidity. It's been a bit more sticky over the last few days. So it's gonna be. I'm actually kind of looking forward to having a bit of a cooler session today because it's been end of the warm up block, and don't know about you guys, but the last couple of weeks I've been feeling pretty warm. I know that's the whole point of a warm up block, obviously, but just been feeling real kind of sticky and humid already. So kind of looking forward to having a bit more cool breeze in the air. Yes, Craig, you're with me. Hello, Craig. I hope you're well. John, I hope you're well too. Hope you're both feeling good. So we're finishing off. I don't know what's going on today. The quality looks a lot nowhere near as good as usual. I'm going to give you guys a bit of a wipe. Seems a little bit more fuzzy than usual. But anyway, I think it's just the awkward light behind us. And then me sitting in front of it. It's making it go weird, getting a lot of light glare. But a nice, simple end to the week this week. We started off with a fair bit of, glad you're all good, Craig. Started off with a fair bit of lower body focus. So we're doing it all to time today. We're not worrying about counting reps. And we've got 3 main exercises on each block. So actually, to be fair, it is, let's have a look. Yeah, more lower body focus on the first round. And then we're bringing in a little bit more upper body focus on the second round. On the second block, sorry. But all we need today is we need our trusty eggs, and we'll use our broomsticks for our warm-up block as well. Yeah, mainly bags for the first block, and the second block we're going to have as body weight and a bit of core work as well. So I'll just let you guys get all settled in, because again, I have been a few minutes early, and we'll have a look at making a start with everything very soon. But I hope you're all doing well. Bit of a headache. Well, sorry to hear that, John. Sorry to hear that. My immediate go-to is how's your hydration? Or are you binging the tea as always? Looking at a bit more water, and maybe with the weather being a bit colder today, it can be easier to naturally kind of, just not want to drink as much water. So maybe have a look at just getting a bit more water in. But I hope that passes for you soon, mate. That was my thoughts as well, Craig, but I didn't want to say it. I thought it, but you said it. Right. I'll go till 25 to 1, and then we'll make a start. Yeah. Just make sure you got water, you got a bit of floor space around you as always. You got your trusty broomstick, and that's what we're going to need for our warm-up block. Excuse me. First block is a bit more lower body focused, and then on the second block, with the first block we're involving our bags today, so we're adding a little bit of load, and then the second block it's all going to be body weight. They're kind of a full body principle with both. So we've got some more kind of floor moves, some funky moves to have a play around with, some floor to shoulder lifts, some marches, stuff like this as well coming in today. So a nice full body approach to each block really, but it is a bit more lower body orientated. We're just going to give it another minute or so, just let everyone settle in, and then we'll get going. I know there's going to be a couple less today, just from responses to the post I put on Facebook and just from what I've heard from people. Still 6 of you guys here, which is great. Only 3 cups of tea. I'm sorry to hear you woke up with it, mate. Headaches ain't nice. I hope that passes for you soon. Jackie's here. Hello, Jackie. How are you? I hope you're well today. You haven't missed anything yet. I'm just giving it a few minutes just to let everyone settle in. But I hope you are doing well. And we shall make a start in just a moment. Those of you who are ready and raring to go, if you stand yourselves up. So we're not going to use the stick to begin with. Had a late start. Don't worry, we're all good. We're all good, Jackie. You haven't missed anything yet. I'm going to worry about the stick to begin with, so pop your stick down. And we're going to have a look at, I might turn the seal on that one, you know. See how that is. It's a little bit better. We are going to go straight into a bit of a squat today, as that's going to be one of our first movements that we load. So I want your feet set directly underneath your shoulders as a starting point if you're not sure and familiar with your squat stance. If you're familiar with where your optimal position is, place your feet equally there. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a gorilla variation of our squat. So if I turn slightly side on, we're going to have arms relaxed in front of us. I want you to squat down, let the knees track forward, touch the back of the hands to the floor, and then push back up from there. So mainly focusing on the lower body movement here and opening through the hips. So don't worry about keeping a nice tall and upright upper back. Just think knees track over the toes, touch the hands to the floor and back up. Just getting that initial bit of movement through. But I want you to focus on the hips and the knees breaking almost simultaneously or as close to simultaneously as you can. Touch the floor, then back up. Let's get another 2 of these, please, guys. Draw down, power up. Good. On this next one, I want us to stay down low. So just sit into a position that's relatively comfortable. Then we're going to rock onto the toes and then place the foot back flat. So we're going to get a bit of opening through the hips here. A bit more warmth and movement through the calves. Just get that space open. Those per side. Excellent. From here, stand yourself back up. Feet into a hip width. We're going to do some walkouts next. So we did these quite recently. It might have been yesterday. Knees soft. Bum back first. Big stretch through the hamstrings, nice big stretch through the back, and walk out. So our hands are directly underneath our shoulders. We need a hammy up here. I'm going to go into a bit of a down dog today. We need to draw your hips up, press the heels towards the floor, then come back down. As you have a piece of rope around your hips that is being drawn up towards the sky, push your hands into the floor just to encourage it up a bit further, then come down. Looking for a nice big stretch through the hamstrings here. If you think about pushing your heels down towards the floor, we're going to get a nice calf and Achilles stretch as well. Just flow through with that. Get another 2 of those. On this next one, while we're up here with the hips up, I want you just to walk through the heels. So think bend the knee, then push the heel down. Bend the knee, heel down. We're going to get a nice bit of stretch and warmth into the calves here. Stretch and push down. Awesome. From here, let's drop into half kneeling. So 2 90-90 angles. Hand in contact with the floor, in line with the foot, with the front foot, elbow inside the knee. We need to drop the elbow down towards your heel and come up, out and extend into a bit of rotation. Get 2 more of those. Open up through the inner groin, hamstring, and get that bit of rotation through the back. Now let's switch over sides. Same again, hand in the space opposite to the foot, elbow sits inside the knee, drop it down, up, out, and then extend. Excellent. If you stand yourselves up, grab your sticks for us. And place your stick. Kind of got my angles right today here. Place your stick on your back. Hands right out towards the end of the stick. And what I'd like us to do from here is have the feet and the legs all the way in together. Fully extend the arms up overhead. We're going to look to keep the lower body locked into place. Arms stay straight. Push and tip the arm up. And get a nice big stretch into your lat and into your hip. Back into the center, so center yourself off, and then switch. Nice big reach. Back in, center yourself, and switch again. Reach. So we're looking at creating as much space from the side that we're stretching on, the hand of that side, down towards the hip. An awesome stretch through that space. Get 1 more of those per side. Excellent. Stick onto your back. Same width, light grip. Feet together again. I want you to draw the stick down your back. Fully extend the arms and come back up onto the shoulders. So you may feel this through front of the shoulder and real kind of corner of the upper chest. You may also feel this through the arms a little bit as well, which is absolutely fine. There's no right or wrong with any of these drills. It's the way you feel them. Get 2 more of these. Once you've done those last 2, I want you to keep the stick in the same position. Here. And now we're going to extend the arms up overhead. What I want the arms to be is in a relatively relaxed position. And I want us to shrug the shoulders up and then draw them down away from the ears. So draw them up as high as they'll go, keeping the arms long and loose, and pull back down. And repeat. Draw up. And down, and again, draw up, down, 1 more, elevate through, then draw right down towards the hips. Hands come into the shoulder width, in front of you about chest height. Just push your hands and stick as far away from your chest as you can, open the shoulders apart, and come back into your normal sort of your natural position with your shoulders. And I want you to keep the arms straight and retract and draw into the center line. And push away again, push out through, and draw back in, retract. So another 3 of these. Last one. Push away as far as you can, really open up the upper back in and retract. Hands to a shoulder width, arms relaxed in front of you. Get a bit of warmth and movement through the wrists. Pull the stick in towards you. Get those forearms switched on. And then change direction, so pull away now. Draw out away from you. Open that space up. Sorry to hear you having TV problems, John. I've been a bit laggy over the last few weeks, actually. I don't know what's been going on. Over this week, actually, especially, I've noticed that the stream's been a bit laggy. But ease off there with your warm-up drills. And we'll get started in just a second. Hope we're all feeling good. Alrighty then. So, hope we're feeling a bit warmer, a bit better, and ready to go. So, the whole of the first block, we need our pads. I hit my bag without looking at it, okay? And what we're doing is we're starting off with a loaded squat, front-loaded squat in an exertion position. Delicate hamstring. It's not got a huge amount of hamstring work today, Jackie. You're okay. We're all right. We're going to be okay. So, this is the tune. I don't know if you guys can hear the music again today. Anyway. So, exertion load. You're going to have your bag, elbows bent, hands in line with the chest, feet set to your squat stance like we were a second ago. The weight here isn't actually going to want to pull you into a rounded position. So, think shoulders set into your back pockets to help with extension of the thoracic spine to the upper back. Core tight, so ribs pull down, control down, press up and in. Okay, so squatting with this load, but keeping a nice upright torso. Then from here, we're going to have feet to a hip width, so you're going to step in from your squat stance to a hip width, ribs pull down, and we need to march. Plant the foot down, squeeze the floor with your foot, and draw up and pull in. So keep the core tight, and keep as much stability as you can. We're then going to pop the bag down, feet over the top of the bag, arms long. I want you to lift the bag with the arms long, and flip up onto the shoulder, control down. Look to alternate sides with this as you go through. I think pull up, over onto the shoulder, back down, up onto the shoulder, back down. So push through the legs, hips come forward, then pull up onto the shoulder, back down, then switch. Okay, so those are our 3 movements. And we're going to do, to begin with, 30-second rounds. So 30 seconds on each. Then we're going to do 40-second rounds. So I'm going to be a little bit mean today and say that with our 30-second rounds, we're just going to run through them back to back. We're not going to have any rest. We're just going to keep it going. Sounds fun, right? Want us to do 3 rounds like that. And then we're going to go on to 40-second rounds, but we are going to have a rest period in between. All right. So we've pretty much got 4.5 minutes back-to-back work. Sounds like loads of fun, right? But to be fair, none of it's that intense sort of like lung-wise. So nothing's really going to get us puffing and panting that dramatically. It's not like I've got you doing burpees or anything like that in it. There's no burpees at all today. I've been really kind. So yeah, 3 rounds, 30 seconds on each, unbroken, no rest at all. And then we are going to go into 40-second rounds. Before we go into the 40-second round, so after the 3rd round at 30 seconds, what we're going to do is we're then going to have 30 seconds rest, and then we'll go into our 40 seconds rounds, of which we have 2, and we're going to have 40 seconds rest in between those 2 rounds. I'm going to crack a window because it's still a bit humid. So get in some water. Just think a bit of a recap. 3 rounds unbroken, search to squat, search and marches, floor to shoulder with the bag. 2 seconds. Come on, Brian, come back down. Brian is the biggest pain in the ass. Look at me off. Just gonna have to stay there, I think. And it won't come down. It doesn't want to come down. So we're gonna have to deal with that like that. We're gonna give it another go. That's gonna have to do, I think. So, 30 seconds on each. Unbroken rounds to begin with. Let's get started, shall we? So, into your Zercher position. We're going to count you guys down from 5. 30 seconds of Zercher squats first. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, knees and hips breaking at the same time. Stay nice and upright with your torso. Ten more seconds, then marches, please. 3, 2, 1. Hip width, core tight. Peel the foot off the floor. Imagine there's Velcro on your feet. You're drawing up. Core nice and tight. Pulling towards you. Plant the foot. Control down. And extend. Try not to sway too much. With this, you need to slow the pace down a bit. As I know I did. It's absolutely fine. 5 seconds, then forward shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Take yourself over the bag, arms long, push through the legs, up onto the shoulder, back down, switch. So take hip hinge back, push your feet through the floor, hips come through, and up onto the shoulder. 5 seconds left, then switch. 3, 2, 1. Insert your position for your squats again. Let's do it. "15 seconds, then marches again. If you're like me to begin with on that first round, with your marches and you're swaying quite a lot, slow it down, plant the foot and don't lift the knee as high in 3, 2, 1. Feet in, peel the foot off, control down, switch. "15 seconds to go, then floor to shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Floor to shoulder lifts, arms underneath. Chest up tall, push the floor away. Alternate those shoulders, remember. 10 gone. 15 gone, 15 to go. Remember, one more round straight in, then rest. 3, 2, 1. Exert your position for your squats. Let's do it. Ten more seconds. March is coming in next. 3, 2, 1. Feet planted. Feel the foot. Core stays tight. Keep it control. "15 seconds to go. 10 seconds. Shoulders to shoulders, then we've got a bit of rest in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. 30 seconds here, then we've got 30 off. You can get in some water. Rest period start after this round. Let's work for it. Ten seconds. Then we've got 30 seconds rest. 3, 2, 1. 30 off. Whew. 40 seconds rounds next. Water in. Catch your breath. Sweaty. And 3, 2, 1. Exertion squats. Let's do it. 40 seconds now, please. We have got rest periods in between these ones, don't forget. Halfway. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's march. Keep the core on. Think ribs down, belly button in. Twenty gone, 20 to go. Forward to shoulder coming in next. Then you got 40 seconds off. 10 seconds. Floor to shoulders coming in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Remember to alternate those sides. Hinge back, push the hips forward, up onto the shoulder. Halfway. 15 more seconds. Then we've got 40 seconds off. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Ease off. 40 seconds off. Then one more round with this setup. Woo. Water in. Let's see what people are talking about. "20 seconds to go, and final rounds coming in. You all still with me? I hope so. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Exertion squats. 40 seconds on everything. Last round. Knees and hips break at the same time. Push back up and through. Keep that torso upright, core tight. We're halfway. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Keep hands out of position. Let's march. 40 seconds here, please. Feel the foot lift. Core tight, draw up. Let's go up to halfway. Final round with this setup. We're nearly there. Legs are warm. Bit sweaty. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Floor to shoulder, final time. As soon as you touch the floor, push the floor away with your legs up onto your shoulder. Remember to alternate each rep. Halfway. Right up onto the shoulder, stand straight, stand tall. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done with that setup. Get in some water, have a little sit down. A little bit of a well-earned rest. We have the same coming in a second, but different exercises. Let me know how you're all feeling. How are we all doing? Everyone good, I hope? Nice and warm. Not so heavy on the lungs, but definitely warm. That's for sure. Let's take a breather. We've got the same setup with the time and everything on this next lot, but 3 different exercises. Let's see what's going on in the comments. Yeah, YouTube seems to be playing up today. I'm like massively frozen. Massively frozen. Can you guys still see me? What's going on? Hello? There we go. You got the heating on, Craig, you maniac. Absolute maniac. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like, Lisa, I've seen your comment about not being able to comment on YouTube, but I don't really know what's going on there. It's been real laggy today. Really laggy. So, bit of recovery time. And then we have the same again. 3 rounds at 30 seconds unbroken. Whew. What we're going to do, we're starting off with a lunge variation with an overhead reach. So we're going to go from a dead start. And what I mean by that is, you're going to be essentially in your half kneeling position like we were when we warmed up. Let's start on the other side so you can see what I'm doing here. So it will be less challenging if you have your toes tucked underneath like so. Be more challenging if you've got your foot flat. So maybe start with your toes tucked under. Front foot planted, heel, big toe and little toe pushed down. I want the opposite arm to the leg you're loading through overhead, just that one arm. I want you to push up, stand tall, feet together, then step back, plant the foot, control down. So dead start each time. We'll split the time per leg, 15 seconds per side, and we'll switch. What's everyone saying? All right. We're then going to go into some pronays. So the movement we're essentially doing is we're laying face into the floor. I want you to start with your arms to the side and imagine you've got a shopping bag in each hand. Arms are locked. I want you to draw back as far as you can. So pulling the shoulders into the center line, then control down. So the movement itself will, on the floor, look a little bit like this. So arms to the side, slightly out, lift off, retract, control down, touch, control up. 30 seconds of that, and then we go into a stiff arm plank. Hands directly underneath the shoulders, fingers spread wide, so you're creating a nice stable base. Legs fully extended, we're in the same width, core and glutes on, and maintain and breathe through. So, dead start lunges, 15 seconds per side. So you don't need your bag this time. 15 seconds per side with your dead start lunges to begin with, then 20 a side, obviously. And then pronase, laying face into the floor, arms slightly out, join and retract, then control down. 30 seconds of that, then 30 seconds stiff arm plank. So imagine your starting position for your press up, core glutes tucked, keep it all nice and tight. Okay? And then what we're going to do from there is, same as we did last time, we're going to repeat the first 3 rounds back to back, 30 seconds on each. Then we have 30 seconds rest. Then we go into 40-second rounds, 2 40-second rounds with 40 seconds rest in between. And we won't have a delivery. So if you can sort it out, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. So let's make a start, shall we? I'm going to count you guys down from 5 again. We're doing 15 seconds per leg, remember, with the lunges. So enter your dead start position. The principle is opposite arm up to the side that you're working through. Toes tucked underneath. Nice upright torso. And we're pressing out from there and standing tall. So let's make a start, shall we? I'll count us down from 5. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 15 seconds on your starting side. Control down. If you want it more challenging, lay the foot flat. Push up through. Keep the opposite arm fully extended the whole way through. Think about creating tension, pushing that front foot down through the floor, and switch sides. 10 seconds to go. Then into our pronase. 3, 2, 1. Face into the floor, arms to the side, slight outward point, retract and control down. 15 gone, 15 to go. Five more seconds, then stiff arm plank in 3, 2, 1. Stiff arm plank, 30 seconds, core and glutes on. Bit of a shitty angle for you guys. That is a core and glutes brace, so tuck your tailbone underneath, draw your belly button in. Halfway. And 3, 2, 1. Dead start lunge. Arm overhead with the reach. Push through. Control down. You found it nice and comfortable and you knew you were staying stable on that working side. First time, lay the foot flat in between each rep in 3, 2, 1. Let's switch. Flat. Push through, stand tall. 3, 2, 1. Into our pronase. Lay front into the floor. Arms slightly out to the side. Retract. Draw in. Control down. $15 gone. 15 to go. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Stiff arm plank, 30 seconds. Hands under shoulders, feet at the same width. Core and glutes tucked. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Last time unbroken. 15 seconds a leg. Make sure you've got the arm reached overhead. It's also nice and upright. Back foot flat if you're finding this nice and easy. Make it a bit more challenging. Test the drive and stability through that front leg. Switch sides. Three, 2, 1. Pronase. Let's do it. So up the intensity a little bit, don't let the arms touch the floor the whole way through. Keep those elbows fully extended. Halfway. Bit of Lincoln Park coming in. 10 seconds, still stiff arm planks, then we got our first bit of rest. 3, 2, 1. Stiff arm plank. Let's do it. Nearly halfway. 15 seconds, then we've got 30 off. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. 30 off. Water in, catch your breath. Then we got 2 rounds of 40 seconds, but we are taking 40 seconds rest in between those 2 rounds. Hope we're all feeling good. Ten seconds, and into 40-second rounds, so 20 per arm on the lunges. In 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Remember, 20 seconds per side now. Five seconds, and we switch in 3, 2, 1. Switch. Keep the arm extended overhead. Keep it nice and long. 10 more seconds, then pronates. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Into pronates, please. Let's do it. Arms fully extended. Draw in and retract, then control. To make it a bit more challenging, don't let the arms or the hands touch the floor. Keep them raised the whole way through. "15 seconds. 10 more seconds. Cool, my triceps are warm. 3, 2, 1. Stiff arm plank. 40 seconds here. Keep everything braced. Steady breathing through it. Just go up to halfway. "15 more seconds. Final 10. 3, 2, 1. 40 seconds off, please. One more round coming in. Home stretch. How are we all feeling? How are we all doing? This. Oh, John, you've had a howler, mate. People are struggling with YouTube today. Okay, final round coming in. In 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Dead start lunge. 20 seconds a leg. Final bit of work for the day. 10 seconds left. 2, 1. Switch legs. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Pronates. So. 20 to go. Home stretch. Really keep those arms locked. Control down. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Stiff arm plank. Final bit of work for the day. $15 gone. Nearly halfway. 20 gone. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. Guys, that is us done for another week. I'll let you catch your breath, taking some water. How are we all doing? Hope everyone's good, nice and sweaty. Once again. Alrighty. I'm sorry we've had some technical difficulties today. Don't know what's been going on. I had a few people struggling with the YouTube link and stuff. Lisa not being able to comment. And John just having some problems with his phone dial. But excellent work. Just while I've got you guys here, I will still be doing a class on Monday. There's a chance it might be a ever so slightly different time. Good, Craig, I'm glad. Yeah, it might be a slightly different time. Might be a little bit earlier, a little bit later. And the reason being is because my days I have my Japanese lessons, which are going really well, and I'm really enjoying. They've changed. So I'll let you guys know when, like, what the change will be. But it's either going to be a little bit earlier or a little bit later on Monday. The rest of the week, it's going to be exactly as normal. But yeah, it may just be a little bit later on Monday. But I'll let you guys know how that's going to change. Also, I'm going to be dropping later on YouTube and Instagram a little video about movement prep and warm-up drills for before running, because I know a lot of us are running a lot more at the moment. So I've got some cool drills for you guys to play around with before you run, which hopefully will help. I know that a lot of people are down, like in relationship to running more, are getting ankle, sort of knee and hip pain, or just feeling their muscles a lot more than they usually would do. So hopefully got some drills that you guys can play with that will help out with that. But as always, cool yourselves off, get some breathing drills in, and I'll see you lovely people very soon. Have a good weekend. Stay safe, stay inside, stay strong, and thank you very much. Speak soon, everyone. Bye-bye.